WOWT 6 News, 10 at 10.
Good evening, I'm John Nicely. Mallory's on assignment tonight. A new school year is upon us. Millard and Elkhorn are among those that begin tomorrow. And as for parents, we trust that the teachers and staff were given enough thorough background checks. But what about vendors and contractors who work near our children? Mike McKnight looks at a new system to screen them in the 6 on Your Side investigation.
All could be good workers, but a few contractor employees may have a bad criminal record.
We found 3 sex offenders that would have gone into the schools. They were slated to go into the schools by their employer. Their employer submitted them for site access. They were going to work on the job.
One Source runs background checks on workers remodeling or adding on to school buildings.
The signs say hard hats required, but this fall, Millard and at least a dozen other school districts are protecting students and staff with software.
If a contractor or their employees have been charged or convicted of sex offenses, theft, drugs, violence, or weapons charges, they'll be denied a badge required to work on school property.
Right here, the green check mark means pass. A red X would mean that they failed.
The ability to spot check is an important feature for Millard Public Schools.
But it's also really reassuring for our families and for our students that these aren't just random people that are coming in and out of the building. We know exactly who they are. We know who they work for. We know the contractor, the subcontractor.
Millard North students ready for the first day of classes with a temporary wall between them and construction of a new entrance. The badge system provides a different kind of protection.
Because we're supposed to be very safety conscious in school. We always stop everybody, so why not them?
Perfect.
You know, if they don't have a badge, we're going to stop them.
There you are.
So, good.
One Source checked backgrounds on more than 800 contractors, subs, and employees working on numerous school projects in Nebraska and Iowa. Only 8% have been denied an access badge. After all, most workers are parents who want their school kids protected too. In Omaha, Mike McKnight, WOWT 6 News.
Here are some of the startling numbers for recent background checks on contractor employees. Majority working on building projects for about a dozen school districts in eastern Nebraska and western Iowa. Out of 822 workers screened, 68 had a criminal history serious enough to deny them access to a job site, and 19 showed more than one offense on their record. 6 on Your Side asked a leader of the laborers union about this. Ronald Kaminsky says the union agrees that some of the crimes listed should automatically ban workers from working on school projects. He does question some of the cases where a worker was banned, especially when you consider factors like if the crime is minor, when the crime was committed, and if they were charged as juveniles, and if they'd been in any other trouble.